All right, here we are again. It's been a little while. I've been uh, I've been busy. Been busy playing playing Minecraft. I had some big projects I wanted to do. I didn't want to really show them off or tour them until they were closer to being done. I mean, it's Minecraft. Now nothing's ever done. If you're unhappy with it, you can always delete it, re reduce it to rubble, rebuild it, go from there. So here we are again in First Village. The villagers are having a little powwow, checking things out. I have done a few changes here. I think I added that building since the last time I was showing this off. These guys are just hanging out, doing their thing. This platform I think is new. They uh, they just do their little things, the little villager things. uh, and so yeah, so the big reveal is over the hill here. I should do it on a horse or something because that's what it's meant to be done. But uh, just go for a walk. It's nice to stay on the ground for a change. So this is a new path that leads to my base mansion, chateau, chalet that I've been working on for the past few weeks. I should really start a horse farm. I have a couple horses, a bunch of skeleton horses, and I'd like to put in more paths. It's not just a get an elytra and fly everywhere kind of thing. So yeah, and like I said before, this is the place I wanted to build my base. And here it is. It's in the distance there. It's huge. It's much bigger than anything I've ever built. I already see some things I want to change. Maybe make it more symmetrical left to right. But you just sort of walk into this valley, or I don't even know if you call it a valley. Yeah, maybe. A gentle valley. And I made this path. I'm not 100% sure I like it, but I lined it with these trees. But but yeah, this mansion is probably one of my bigger builds. I've tore it down piece by piece and rebuilt it a few times. Not everything, but quite a bit. Tower in the middle is brand new, like just finished. The outside facade has been changed a couple times, but and it's not complete because I think those windows up there were supposed to match the ones below it, but I haven't got to that part yet, I guess. Always a work in progress. Um, so yeah, this is the mansion. I would say mega base, but it's not mega, but for me it is. All right, so maybe since the last time I got some more of these shulker boxes, so allows me to keep more inventory, building material, various things like that. They're just temporarily here. Um, but yeah, so we've got we have multiple floors, so many floors. Uh, Here's the map of the world again. It's fairly unchanged. Um, Trying to think here. I was going to set a timer. I forgot to. Or a stopwatch. Yeah, so I did explore these other maps, but I had a little accident in a underwater temple, and I had to revert back a day from a backup because it was too much. Too much was lost. Too much progress was lost too. But uh, yeah, I lost a whole box of rockets and all kinds of extra gear. So yeah, so this is sort of the smelting room. It's got kind of a chimney furnace thing going on here. Still have the lava buckets right here. Well, lava cauldrons, and then I just collect them with buckets over here. All my buckets are full right now, so. And then I don't have a super smelting furnace. I use this so I can get the XP off things like bricks or whatever else I happen to be smelting at the time. Over here I've started a tiny cocoa farm for cocoa beans. I don't really have a bedroom. I have a couple beds in here. The copper update has come out. I have been doing some things with copper golems, but they don't really get along well with my inventory system at the moment. So we'll just plop down a few for now, and just so we can show you how adorable these little useless guys are. Alright. So I need a copper block. And I'll put one over here too. And then put a pumpkin on top. And you shear them. So... And there he is, a copper golem. So he's gonna look for something to do. It's my base. My base doesn't have a lot of things for him to do, but he'll try. It'll be adorable. Supposedly you can, no, right click. I thought there was a way of getting stuff from him. I don't want to hit him. No, no, I don't know. Anyway, they're gonna just keep opening chests and doing horrible things like that for quite a while. So yeah, second floor. Lots of unfinished space and room for activities. I don't know. Maybe this will be a bedroom at some point. I really don't have plans for the whole design. Just keeps going and going. The interior isn't finished. It's basically, it is what it is. Let's put it that way. Built or created a sugarcane farm over there. Yes, thank you. Thank you for reminding me to sleep. Uh, little jump scare there to wake anybody who's actually watching. So yeah, we'll just go to sleep. And they have these new shelves they've added recently too, so you can just put items in the shelf and then take them out of the shelf. So things like shears are just great for that kind of thing because there's something you use but you don't always need them. I'll definitely play around with it more at some point, but for now it's a new feature in this Copper Age update. Somewhere over here maybe, do I have? Yeah, I have some snowballs. Brain's a little fuzzy on what I have and haven't shown off in the space recently, so there is my buddy up there. He's a happy guest. So there he is. We'll get a ride on him and he can help us. So no, I don't want to just, can you come back here? You're just such a pain in the butt. Alright, here we are. So this is the Happy Ghast. He is a mob you can collect and raise in from the nether, and he was the last in the last update. So it's just a very slow, peaceful kind of way to fly around the map and check things out. The forest is retreating quickly. Grass is growing, and structures coming along here. Yeah, there's still a lot of work to be done. A lot of fine tuning of the building, and more detailing to do. I was trying to go for some kind of woodland mansion kind of thing, since this is, or was a dark forest at one point. Uh, and I was trying some different things with the roof and different block textures and things together. I'm still not completely satisfied with it, but it's a lot better than it was, and like I said, it's sort of a work in progress anyway. I originally had planned to make this building much bigger, but I have plenty of room, or I can expand even more if I want to. That chimney isn't quite where I want it either, but it was a good start. I think the happy gas can actually fit through some of these holes I've left in my mansion. So let's see if this works. Do you fit through here without killing me? Yes, you do. So it's a happy gas friendly kind of mansion. Here we go. Yeah, they're still trying to figure out what to do with my base, but I think they're gonna have a tough time finding homes for blocks, because I have so many blocks in so many places. So yeah, so what else do I have? I have over here, I have an enchanting room and nether portal. Uh, those torches were there to lower the level of the enchants. And then, yeah, like I said, over here, I've got stairs that go up more floors. And then even from there, it keeps going. So we're in the attic, and of course above the attic is even more space. This is gets you roof access, and then there's the clock tower structure in the middle, which gets you even more of these stunning views that I kind of take for granted now. But it's a unique combination of biomes that surround this area, and that was the main reason I chose it. It'd be funny if I did part of this tour and I ended up dying. That would be really funny. But yeah, I probably will push out roads or paths off in each direction. Don't want to put a lot of villagers or a village nearby, but maybe somewhere off in the distance I can scatter some villages. Possibilities are kind of endless in this game, actually. So, um, so and all right. So just another quick tour around the building or the property here. There is a pit over here that I decided I would turn into like some kind of working mine pit or whatever, but yeah. So, I mean, this is all naturally created already, so I didn't really do much, but I've added like a ladder, um, put down some water. I've been kind of lighting up the caves around here. It's a lot of mine shafts. This is all the cave systems with, oh, the words escape me here. A mossy cave, lush cave. That's the word I'm looking for. Lush cave with moss blocks and various things like that. And I've just been kind of working my way through this whole expanse. It just goes on and on. It just never ends. I mean, it's Minecraft. It's not supposed to end. But let's light this up a little. It's a little darker than I would leave it. I forgot I have a mob farm over here too. I don't remember even when I built it, or if I even have shown it off before. Oh, maybe I'm in the wrong place. Maybe I'm mixing up places. Yeah, I think I am. So anyway, this is another area that I'll probably expand and develop. So the pale pale garden forests are right here, um, and I've got some of the hearts of some of the trees, so I can harvest sap or resin. There's some some deforestation in progress still there. Yeah, that chimney's looking a little wonky from that angle. Trying to think what else here. Well, there's underneath. So I've just sort of got some underground farms. I have what, a sniffer? I had two sniffers here, but one of them went missing. So now I only have one. I was gonna try to breed up a few more or whatever. Still have my skeleton horses here. A few other farm animals. This is like the main working mine shaft down to the bedrock of the level. Here's more of these lush caves. They just kind of go on forever under my base, which is nice. Way nicer than some of the other things that could be down here. Lots of resources to tap into. I don't think I've done a lot down here, really. I haven't been on the diamond hunting kind of thing. I have enough to do what I need, and I've done some basic mining down here. I mean, I guess I'll detail it later or what have you, but it's all... There's dozens of little projects I could be working on, or if I get bored with one, I can just go off to do another. One of these tunnels actually I think goes back to the first village, and then I don't know, I might even dug a tunnel to spawn. I'm not 100% sure on that. I almost need to keep a detailed journal of like the past few days. This is what I've done. So yeah, this comes up over here. It doesn't line up very well right now, but maybe I'll put some paths in or something. But these are the stairs that lead up to the main part of the mansion. So yeah, like I said on this before, there's all the biomes are here. They're all here. I've got swamp up there, mangrove down here. There's lots of jungle, forest. Uh, yeah, it's badlands, desert, more oceans over here. A bunch of ocean monuments. Then a couple mushroom islands, which I showed before. I do have a little bit more in the nether to show. Um, I did build a mob farm in the ocean, so it's that way. And then I put a lot of the nether materials in this building structure. It's just basically just deep storage for nether materials. It's not full, it's not organized, but it's a start. I don't remember if this was here or not last time. This is kind of, it was a tunnel, and I hollowed it out into more like a cavern, and then I planted the trees on each side, and uh, there's a wither skull. I haven't collected any more. Like I said, I had a really bad time in the ocean monument already, which I've done before multiple times, but I guess I wasn't in the right. I wasn't geared up for it. Was in the right mind space to do it. I went in a little too casual and lost a ton of gear. So anyway, this takes us to the monument. We'll just fly here and try not to kill ourselves in the process. I'm gonna try to put in more nether portals along the way and then show off different parts of the world. Have access to things more methodically, more planned out. Uh, there's a Hoglin um, building over here, and it's pretty deadly. They like to attack me here sometimes. So I think we could go in this way. I think this will get us to where we need to go. All right. So let me check the map. Is there a map here? All right. So we're about here. We need to fly that way, which is that way. It's already night again. I swear the days get shorter all the time in this game. I don't know why, but yeah. So I think we need to go beyond that island. So yeah, this is mangrove forest meets jungle at the edge of this uh, normal ocean. It's not a warm ocean. So if we just go out here a ways, find one of my other projects. I think it's out here. It's quite possible I could get lost trying to find it. But there's 3 ocean monuments out here, 3 or 4 ocean temple monuments. The term's interchangeable. And this ugly structure up here is a mob farm. So this allows me to make rockets, and it's not very efficient. It's the basic design, and then I bumped it out a bit, and it's not nearly as efficient as the last couple I've built, and I have no idea why. So basically, we're way above the ocean. There's some of the monuments down there. The mobs all spawn up here. They fall down the tube, or they go across the water and then they fall down in the tube. Um, and then they hit the center, and then they just fall, except for spiders, because spiders are evil. So, yep, then they fall. They take a lot of damage, but they don't die, and they end up down here. This is like Mob Farm 101 kind of thing. It's very basic. So they stay here. I can't get hurt by them. One swing of my sword kills them. They drop their loot. It's just kind of a common mob thing people do in Minecraft. It's simple, it works. Um, if you play on a harder level, supposedly more mobs spawn. You have to be so high above the water and to have mobs not spawn below you. But yeah, this design should be way more efficient. It's not. It's not efficient. I get enough gunpowder though from the creepers and XP. So, but it seems less efficient than my skeleton mob dungeon spawner. But yeah, so they fall down, they take damage. It's basically, this is a rocket farm. I get gunpowder? Any gunpowder? No, no gunpowder. Well, it's a gunpowder farm that doesn't make much gunpowder. I could put down some things and make it much more friendly for that kind of thing. Oh, since it's the Copper Age, that's the first piece of copper armor I've seen on a zombie. This sword has looting, sharpness, mending, unbreaking on it, so it's not probably the best thing for what it does, but it gets the job done. I should probably make more than a few things of backup gear. Alright, could do this all day, but anyway, it's a working-ish mob farm. And then just travel back through the nether to get back to where I want to be. The video's been running for a bit here, but like I said, there's a lot going on down here in this world on this map. I don't have gold on, so some of these guys might want to hurt me, but I did put up these fences to keep them from following me. I play normally on the normal difficulty, not hard, not easy. It's just kind of that medium spot for me, and it just works. This is where one of my outposts. We've been there before. Gets you into the nether. I should label that. I've forgotten where that goes. Someplace important, I'm sure. But don't look at the Enderman. So yeah, so this is back to my main base. I'd say we should fly to spawn, but I don't know there's anything that interesting at spawn. But I don't know. So just do another fly around the area here. So was adventurous, I'd fly through that, but I'm not that adventurous. Oh yeah, my days played is up there too, so it says 881, which is probably a lot for myself here. Again, first village. Like I said, I've got a few things I've been working on or building here. And over these mountains is spawn, I believe. Shouldn't be that hard to find. You just go to 0, 0. And I'd like to build a path to spawn. Um, shouldn't take too much work, but it was quite an adventure just getting to that first village from spawn. Don't die. Well, oh yeah, perfect landing. Perfect landing. Any landing where I don't die is perfect. Yeah, so this is still spawn. I really haven't done much to develop it. In case I die or whatever, I've got nether portal access here and all the some basic equipment, various things like that. I've been putting in a lot of ender chests here or there, so like I have a backup elytra. I should have backup rockets in here as well, but more elytras in here. Yeah, I got a lot of elytras. I did another run on the end, so um, so that's 9, 10, 12 elytras. That hopefully should do me forever in this world. I don't probably need to go into the end for those anymore. Um, yeah, so here we are back at spawn. I swear, just showing it off like that, it doesn't look like much, but there was a lot of work involved with a lot of this stuff. A lot of time, effort. It's been, I think, 2 weeks since my last episode. So here we are, and we'll do the whole stare at yourself kind of thing, like people who make professional videos like to do. So yeah, again, my name is Ron. This is my Forever World tour of some of my recent progress, and thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.